Hey, I'm Justin. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to encourage you to pick up a pen. Today we're just going to do a really short kind of video review of my first day back at uni. So basically, I've been in education since 2007. It's now 2021, so it's been quite a long time. And yeah, I just decided at 32 to go back to university as a mature student and study creative writing and English Lit. So, how was it? If you're probably like me, you were concerned about a variety of things, financial, social. Are you able to keep up with the learning? It's a massive risk. Is it worth it? I don't know, being ridiculed, whatever. But I can say that the process, I applied for clearing, that was from the decision I made, and I'm quite a spontaneous person. I decided within a month that I was going to do it. It's been like 4 weeks of hell, just emailing every day, on the phone, trying to sort out my finance, trying to sort out my actual job that I have as a manager of a pub, trying to get everything in order, and finally getting there. But it's like it didn't stop from the moment I got accepted. There were still so many more things to sort out. So it's been like a turbulent couple of weeks, to say the least. So, how was my first day on campus? Well, I'm studying at Greenwich campus. First up, the campus is beautiful. It's actually the location and sets for many movies like The Duchess, For the Dark World, whatever else. But it's a very popular destination, and it's very, beautiful. Really, a very old building, old maritime building. So love the campus. So 10 out of 10 for that. Then obviously next is the lecturers. How are the lecturers? They had a tough job because everyone they didn't get anything back. It was partly on TeamViewer, Teams, Microsoft Teams, and also the people that showed up, like myself. It's actually an hour and 45-minute commute for me from where I live. Which actually wasn't too bad. It was like 2 stops, but obviously I made the effort of going there to meet people and mainly the lecturers, to be honest. They had a tough job because we weren't giving them anything back. In fact, I was so worried about everything else going on inside my brain with the application and the finance and this, various kind of speed bumps I bumped into, that I wasn't really present, really. Like I said, there was no audience participation. It was almost awkward, really. On a good day, I probably would have been more interactive. But even at the age of 32, I didn't want to be the first person to be, to speak in front of everybody. It was really nerve-wracking. So, excuse me, I got a bit of a cold. But it was really nerve-wracking being sat in an actual lecture room. I mean, I never even imagined what university was like. So to me, it was terrifying. And obviously I've got, a lot more life experience than everybody else there. But the lecturers themselves were great. They're really a well-rounded bunch of professionals. Like, they all have writing careers. There's, journalism. There's the actual head program leader. He's actually a really kind of renowned author from like a small publisher, and he's published some really great works. And I was thrilled that he specializes in fantasy, which is my favorite genre. So super excited about that, and he actually helped me with some problems I had as well. So Alex was great. Then there was this really cool kind of journalist guy, and he was wearing sunglasses and like salt and pepper, long hair, perfect hairline at 50. Incredible. He was a very cool guy. They all kind of come up and give like a little speech. It's just some little snippets from what they said, which I think were really good. One, the kind of poetry prose professor, she was talking about when you're writing, that's when you become immortal. So you probably had the sensation, that's probably why you're here in this course. It's because you sit down to write for 20 minutes and then suddenly, it's been 3 hours and you forgot to eat. And I was like, yeah, I totally get that. So that really resonated with me. Then the cool professor, Simon, he gave this great kind of I don't know, little speech, and then part of it was, he went on holiday on Friday, and he said he didn't really arrive until Monday when he was, riding in the rain on his motorcycle, and then it just hit him, and he was like, back. He's like, you probably feel a similar sense of displacement. So you're here, but you're not here. And I was like, oh man, you're talking to my heart, bro. I was like, that's 100% how I feel, because I literally felt like I was there, but I was like, am I here? Is this happening? I don't know what's going on. So, very cool. And then there's this kind of maverick poetry lady called Rosie. It's like all about breaking the rules of prose and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, I'd love to go into your slam sessions. You seem like fun. Who else was in the course? The kind of second in command, Aid, her name was. She was screenwriting, done a playwriting, screenwriting, even as far as Hollywood. She was very enthusiastic, great energy. So really a great lecturer, to be honest. And I chatted to him a little bit. As far as the students, obviously this is a big concern. I'm 32, as you can see, I've got a beard, I've got wrinkles, and how is it going to be for me being in a room full of students? Well, awkward a little bit, but I think everyone felt awkward. The woman Age, she was trying to get us to mingle. I really was not in a mingling mood, to be honest. I can be very sociable, but only when my batteries are kind of recharged. So it was all good. I felt kind of like a giant. They're all so tiny. Like, I work with a lot of 18-year-olds and things as part of my job in hospitality, and they're quite loud, forceful personalities. These guys were not very much like that. They're my kind of people. They felt like the runt of the litter. They were like quiet, creative types. It's just, but it was weird being in that classroom scenario again. I immediately recognised, the quote unquote cool people. This is three kind of kids, and they were very much like hanging out together. Probably know each other from, college or whatever. But they were like too cool for school, and then when the lecture was finished, they were like, "God, that was so boring." So that was interesting. And then interacting with students, I was wearing a Hogwarts jersey saying Gryffindor, and this girl Holly just came up to me and was like, "Gryffindor, her," and I was like, "Totally, I'm actually a Slytherin." She's like, "Me too." That was like the extent of the interaction. So it's going to be a while to get used to interacting with younger people again. But there was no one I met. I was like, oh, we're going to be tight for the next couple of years. If anything, I just kind of felt like, I felt pretty old. I'm not going to lie. But is that going to bother me? I'm not sure. There was also some people in the teams I hadn't met yet. There's one mature student as well. She looked to be in her late 20s. So please be my friend. Please. But so that's the students covered. So that's the campus, the teachers, the students. That's that covered. They laid up the course and it sounded really interesting. I'm actually excited to be part of it. The curriculum sounded really good. It's all about, we want to make you be better writers. Because you can already write. That's why you're here. You have the passion for it. Where you're here just to hone the kind of what you're trying to say in the prose and everything else. So overall, very cool. The biggest downside was the angry security guards. We kind of had a disagreement because he was just barking at everybody like, student pass. I was like, dude, none of us have student passes. We're here to, do you know what I mean? We're still doing the registration process. He was like, very angsty. I mean, he was talking to me like I was obviously like a 18-year-old scared child, and I was more like, do you want to bang, bro? Because I will. Do you know what I mean? He was less than friendly. That was like my first experience, was like the angry security guard. I got Hogwarts vibes all around, really. We were walking past this door, and he was like, don't go in this room. I was like, okay, this is very Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but alright. And, it was kind of magical architecture, everything. It kind of felt like that weird, kind of felt like I was in Edinburgh Castle. These kind of, the way the buildings looked and things. It felt kind of old, felt magical, really. And all the professors were with their kind of quirky little ways. You know, it did feel very Hogwarts. I thought, this is cool, bro. This is cool. And yeah, the security guard definitely reminded me of what's his name, Finch, with the cat, like that. You know, I can imagine him just being a hellish person. But that's basically my review. It's gone a bit too long now, but that was my first day's kind of vlog of how it was. So all round, not bad. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching.